What's going on, everyone? Talen here, and welcome to another uniform review video. Alright, so as you can see here, we do have some new uniforms to go over, so I'm going to be giving my first impressions, and we're going to be starting off with Beast's new uniform. So here we have Beast's Uncanny X-Men uniform, and yeah, I'm not really sure how, if I like the look or not. It reminds me of, oh gosh, I can't remember the name of the movie, but it reminds me of one of those B-grade like horror movies when they kind of had like the creature and it looks like the human face in there and it's just got the weird looking fur around it. I don't know, it just doesn't look, it just looks a little weird to me compared to like the other ones. But anyway, enough about the look, let's just get into the uniform here. So the uniform bonus is going to be enhance the effects of skill scientific mind, which is going to be his leadership. So it doesn't say on here, but the only change to the leadership is actually going to be the addition of 10% crit rate. Was it crit rate or crit damage? Oh my gosh, I've already forgotten. I'm pretty sure it's crit rate. Yeah, so you get 10% crit rate, and it's still going to be a 50% boost to physical attack. So it's still an upgrade, of course, from the base uniform, which is 45%. Then you get 50% with this uniform. Then you get 50% with this one, with the addition of that 10% of crit rate. So nothing too crazy there with the leadership increase. And then we have 3 skill changes here. I don't have any text changes on this one. We do have a very, very small all defense down here. It only stacks up to minus 10%, so that's not going to be doing a whole lot for you. I'm not sure if it applies to World Boss, but even if it does apply to World Boss, that's really insignificant, 10%, so I don't really see that being anything too crazy. And then the 5th skill right here, the only changes to this one is going to be that applied to enemy tag right there. So he's going to deal 30% bleed damage and remove elasticity. And then he's going to do another stack of all defense down, which is minus 10%. So I guess maybe if you stack your all defense down on the 5th skill and the 2nd skill here, get minus 20%. Possibly, unless it only lets you cap out at 10%, but they should be independent of each other because they're on separate skills, so you should be able to get minus 20%, but I still don't see that doing a whole lot for the character. So let's go ahead and jump into the skill preview here and see what these 3 new skill animations look like. So it was the 5th skill, 2nd skill, and thank you, Contest of Champions. What do we got? Collect gold, play. Oh, Halls of Fortune is open. I definitely need to collect some gold on that later, but anyway, I'll get around to that after this. So 2nd skill. Okay, that's nice. Oh, we have a lot more hits going on. We've got a full iframe pretty much. So he's not an iframe when he does that first jump right there, but you should still be pretty safe. So yeah, it's pretty much a full iframe. The first skill's the same, right? Yeah, the first skill's the same. So was it the 3rd skill that changed? Was that a change to the 3rd skill? God, I haven't played Beast in so long, I've already forgot what his skill animation looks like. That looks close to the same to me. Maybe there's the addition of that iframe. Maybe it wasn't an iframe before. I don't know, let's check the 4th skill. Yeah, the 4th skill is the same, so that hasn't changed. So yeah, it had to be the 3rd skill. So either that iframe is new or there's more hits, but I honestly can't tell. But like I said, I haven't played Beast in a while. And then the 5th skill right here, change is it's actually doing damage now. Well, he did a little bit of damage right there with the roar before, but now he's got those slashes in there. So we are getting more damage there. And it is an iframe after the roar, so you are protected during those slashes, which is pretty nice. So overall, Beast is getting, I mean, a boost, but I'm not sure if it's going to be enough of a boost because I don't really see enough here that's making me think he's going to be doing anything more than he already can with his old uniform. I mean, he's going to be doing more damage, don't get me wrong, but I don't think it's really enough that it's going to make you want to kind of use the character in maybe more difficult content or just try to have fun with him in World Boss, because I still don't think he's going to be pushing that much higher with this uniform here. And with that only 10% crit rate increase with his leadership, I don't really think this uniform is worth it for Beast. I mean, if you really like Beast, of course it's going to help out his damage, make him more usable, but I don't think it's going to increase his usefulness enough to warrant buying a new uniform for him, because pretty much you're going to be using him for leadership and to pass the buff on the 5th skill here. and the leadership got mildly better, and the buff is exactly the same, so there wasn't any increase to the values of the buff, so all of that is going to stay the same. You just get this iframe right here to make him a little bit better as a standalone character if your main DPS dies and you need to rely on Beast maybe to finish off the last couple bars of the world boss or something like that. But that's pretty much just going to be my thoughts on Beast here, so I'm not going to be picking up this uniform just because I'm not impressed enough by it, but it is a boost for him, but yeah, that's going to be my thoughts on Beast's new Uncanny uniform. I hope you enjoyed, and of course I will catch you in the next one.